Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Coach Tobias Forst, founder of Achilles Life Coaching, and the topic of today's video is why it doesn't work. Why don't relationships with narcissists work? Why have they never worked? Why won't they ever? This is what we're dealing with here today, and there are three terms, three ideas I would like you to keep in mind for the duration of this video. One being perception, goals, and needs. We will go through three parts in this video after a sort of a premise before we go into detail. The three parts are: what are women looking for in a relationship? Healthy, sane women. Healthy, sane men, what are they looking for? And what do female and male narcissists crave in relationships? What are they looking for? So before we go to what women are looking for in relationships, while we're keeping in mind perception, goals, and needs, one thing we need to let go of is the idea of unconditional love. I don't mean to sound drab and dreary about this, but with love in a relationship between a man and a woman, or a person in her masculine or feminine essence with a respective polarity in their other partner, regardless of man or woman, there are conditions attached to it. You cannot behave in any way you like, you cannot act in any way you like, and the love will still remain. That myth of unconditional love is a Disney fairy tale, and it is, diplomatically speaking, detrimental to whatever you try to engage in with other people in a romantic relationship. So let us let go of the idea of unconditional love, because moving on to the second part, where we go through the needs and the goals that men and women have in relationships. Before love can develop for a man and before love can develop for a woman, gradually certain checkboxes have to be checked for the needs that need to be met, that are required to be fulfilled in order for love to come into being and to develop and to increase toward the partner. So what are these? What are healthy, sane women looking for in a relationship before love can develop, or while love is developing? Women by nature are hypergamous. That means there are two sides to a specific coin, what women are looking for. The one can be summarized with the three P's: the parental investment, provisioning, and protection. Is he capable of being a good father to the offspring, if any, or if it's planned at some point? Provisioning, regardless of your income, ladies, the ability of a man to provide for the family is still a requirement that evolution has found no need to remove from your programming. So this is still a part of what ladies, women out there are looking for in a man. And protection is quite self-evident. Protection also includes, or should I say foremost, includes emotional protection, from my experience. Is he emotionally stable, or does he verbally explode due to a certain trigger at some point? Can you, ladies, feel safe with this man? Can your existing or not yet existing offspring be safe in the vicinity of this man? So protection, especially when it comes to emotional matters. The other side of the hypergamous coin is simply finding the best genes available. This can coexist in the same man. Most often it doesn't. This is how the machine works. This is what ladies are looking for, to get as many checkboxes as possible in order for the love of a woman to develop toward a man, or the love of a woman to develop toward a masculine woman. Ladies, if you're honest with yourselves, it is quite irrelevant how much he loves you. What matters, and only matters to you, is how much you love him. And there's a reason, and there's a reason behind this, because otherwise you would be still together. Wouldn't you be together with the man that devoted his undying love to you, would walk through fire, hell, and brimstone just to make you happy, but you didn't feel anything because there was no checkbox at protection, parental investment, maybe provisioning, not a chance, the best genes, doubtful. So there was no love toward him, but his was there toward you, and it didn't matter. And there was an evolutionary reason behind it. And that's a feature, not a bug. So what are healthy and sane men looking for in a relationship? That can be summarized quite quickly with fit, feminine, friendly. Be in shape, be playful, be pleasant to be around, and be friendly. Don't create unnecessary drama. Sounds simple, but it's especially the friendly part has become quite the scarce characteristic these last few years. And in addition to that, access to sexuality. So to summarize this, healthy men and healthy women, what are they looking for? If the majority of those checkboxes is met and polarity between men and women can meet in a relationship setting, both partners can now enter the relationship to give. They can enter the relationship to give one another. But there's a third category, the male and the female narcissist. And their list is the shortest of them all. What a female and a male narcissist in a relationship is looking for, solely looking for, is narcissistic supply. And in order for them to get your narcissistic supply, they need a controllable and conditioned and controlled food source. They need you to be their food source, ladies and gentlemen. The problem, to get back to the three aspects I asked you to keep in mind, starting from the back, the needs, the goals, coming back to the perception. The biggest problem for you, ladies and gentlemen, is that your perception toward your possible partner is that he or she, that you know his or her set of requirements in order for love to develop so you both can enter to give one another. The flaw is in your perception, because there's a third category, the narcissist. Male or female, it doesn't matter. And you tend to misread, like we all have, that he or she must have that known set of requirements to be met in order for love to develop, but their set of requirements is entirely different from what you expected and from what you hoped for to find in them. You are required to be a food source for narcissistic supply. So while you are at a point where you can enter a relationship to give, they enter the relationship to take. And I hope for all of you out there, what you could take from this video is that you readjust your perception, because the goals and needs are entirely different from the healthy man you're trying to date or from the healthy woman you're trying to date. They are not in alignment. They have never been in alignment. They will never be in alignment. And I know nobody taught you this. Why are you here on this channel? Why are you here on YouTube? Because school didn't tell you. Because university didn't tell you. Because your path of education didn't tell you. because there were no mentors to get you to set your perception straight. People here on YouTube are. I am one of many who offer this help to aid you in finding the accurate perception as to which type of person is in front of you and who you should, by all means necessary, avoid dating and spending your life with. Because there is never a polarity, that's never been there, and it will never come. It is an unman and an unwoman that you're dating. And I hope for you to avoid this. If you want my help with this, I'm available for you at info@achilles-lifecoaching.com for your sessions. The goals and needs they never meet. And while you give, you will be taken from. You will be drained. And if you think about Harry Potter for a second, would you like to be in a relationship with a healthy adult female or a healthy adult male? Or do you find the Dementor sexy? Comment below. Be your own hero and be your own heroine, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.